Y'all
What it do?
This is not TV.
It's never TV, nigga. Fuck a TV. It's all
Goddamn
streaming
radio.
now.
It's all streaming now.
You know it is.
We on all
Y'all know
the
what it is,
Like
platforms.
think of like let's
Nigga, I'm riding in the trenches, just like a real nigga supposed to. On the trap trade song, better keep your bitch in the close view. Younger with the juice and the gang bad bitches that probably tryna fuck on the whole two. Years in the trap and the nigga still trapping in the gang still fucking roll too. Old try to get a check for licking on the dick, stupid bitch, that what you supposed to. Back page down on your ass and your bitch, come here a little bit, let me coach you. Struggle man, I'm the young OG. I'm the young OG. I'm the young OG tryna holler at your mama, cause that old ass pussy gon' go to.
Good, Rizzy.
What's up?
Chilling. Another night, another episode of the Goddamn Radio, episode 23.
23? Did you ever figure out our anniversary for this? Since we've been doing the Goddamn Radio?
I know we've been doing it for like 5-6 months, so we probably got like 4-5 months for the anniversary. I know when
it's gonna be a celebration. It's gonna be a celebration. That's all.
People probably was expecting me to celebrate this one because it's 23. You know, Jordan year, Jordan. You know, everybody wanted to do it. I ain't doing that shit, man. But let me pull some niggas from the back. Let me see what we got, man. Trina Bean in the building.
Hey guys.
Hey Trina, man. Any music you listen to this week? Anything? Any song, album, mixtape, something like that? Got you through the week?
Yeah, so I be on the podcast real hard like throughout the week, but I did listen to some Lyrica recently, like to go back to my throwback music, and she was getting me in the car going on. So some Lyrica.
Okay. I got my nigga.
You ain't asking me. Hold up, I've been listening to Freaky T. Okay, all right, go ahead.
What you been trying to do? Oh, listen to Freaky T.
It's lit.
Don't touch that nigga. Any nigga named Freaky T. If a
girl.
If anybody named Freaky T jumped in your DMs, you wouldn't trust their ass. Come on, man. My nigga Jay in the building. What's good, Jay?
Yeah, what's good?
He spelled his name J-E?
He spelled his name Jay.
That's the first two letters of my first name.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't do that. He spelled it that way.
I didn't say you. I asked him.
Man, they say you can't spell your own.
Oh, but yeah, the music I've listened to, man, mainly just R&B, bro. I've always been on that. But like this week though, like these last few days, that little Cuff It Wet remix by Beyonce. Listen, that shit done grew on me, bro. I ain't gonna fake. But if it's not that, then it's like early 2000s R&B.
Yeah. You know what song grew on me?
What?
That Drake jump, man. To Take Me Out the Club, Take Me Out the Trap. What's that? The Search and Rescue jump? That don't grow on me.
I like that Search and Rescue song.
All right, let me see who we got. Self-Made. What's good, Self-Made?
Hey. Hi.
Good, guys.
I was waiting for her. Hey, busy.
What you been listening to this week, Self-Made? Anything in particular?
I've been off my love jams, my slow jams, 90s. My 90s music. Like Drew Hill. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's my shit right there.
Yeah.
Drew Hill coming down here too. And
what's your favorite Drew Hill song?
I'm trying to go. I mean, actually my niece, she's 23. She don't know nothing about. She know all about certain little old school joints that I listen to. She get them from me. She ain't know about Drew Hill. I said, I'm about to hip you to this shit.
Yeah, they be cranking.
No, they definitely, especially the slow jams. Yeah, that's it.
You said what? Jay? Favorite Drew Hill song?
Yeah.
My favorite. Yeah. I Love You. Never Make a Promise You Can't Keep. And it's the that's them two. They're my two.
After this
and Beauty, because Beauty is the reason why I have the tattoo that I have. So
I don't know my favorite Drew Hill song. Tell me, come to mind. I don't know why, but I don't know my favorite Drew Hill song. I don't know.
Beauty is her name. You don't know nothing about that?
I think mine might be either These Are the Times or Five Steps.
I've been
I
cranking
love
through
all
that.
them songs.
Yeah, I think overall every Drew Hill song is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to listen to NBA YoungBoy song. John he just dropped, but he got like 22 songs, man. Too many songs. That shit turned me off. Can't make it through it. But
Why he be shaking like that when he talk? Like I don't know. When I watch him in interviews, it's very interesting to me. Like I
his
barely
emotions,
can hear what he say. I just be looking at him like,
his emotions and shit with his body language.
yeah, like I don't know. It's just different.
He probably got like some type of like anxiety or something. He be looking real awkward on his interviews.
Mm-hmm.
He from Baton Rouge.
Somewhere like that, yeah. Something like that. I think so. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. Him and Boosie, yeah, from Baton Rouge, yeah. Hey, Rizzy, I think you got the first question on there. Cook us off, man. Start us off.
Hey, we
Oh,
missing
We
one person.
missing.
We
hold on.
missing.
Wait. He had dropped out. But he back now.
Yeah.
He's
There
still
we
from.
go.
See, he not back yet.
Okay. Well,
See,
there you go.
no, I know I was talking about Rizzy. Start us off, man. When he get back, I put him in this jump.
We ain't want to be left out. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's start it off. So, making it work for the kids is acceptable, and I'm ready to argue about it because I think it is.
Add some
So,
more context. Oh, okay, my bad.
making it work for the kid is acceptable. We know single parent households are not the best. Higher suicide rate, usually less education. So I think that when you do have a kid, there is a understanding that you're sacrificing yourself for the sake of that kid. So knowing that two households produce better kids, unless it's something crazy like domestic, but if you just up and down happy, I feel like staying with that person may be beneficial to the kid. So yeah, make it work.
Can I speak on that? Because
Yeah.
I am a
Yes.
mother. Everybody have their own personal opinion. I do not believe that staying to make it work for the kids is no. That's a no for me. Because some people, is toxic, domestic violence, and also I'm not about to be miserable. If I'm not happy with you and we're falling apart, like not fall, just growing apart from each other, we can't seem to get it right in the same household. Like I feel like, no, that's why a lot of people suffer. Like I can, and also too, my son's father and mother, they was married for 27 years. Yes, it does causes, grown ass man going through it, but 27 years of unhappiness. That's a lot of life to waste on a person. That's just too much for a kid. Like when you could have been, elevating, you could co-parent. What's wrong with co-parent? What if that works better than being together and making it work?
I was a child that wanted to see my mother and father together for a long time. Having them because they both so dope. So it was just like, why can't they just be dope together and put me in this like amazing ass environment so bad? Like I wanted that. And when people talk about happiness, my take on happiness is that it's a temporary thing or it's not a constant thing, right? It's not like I think they call it a fleeting emotion, right? So when people tell me, oh, well, you're not. Why would you stay and not be happy? I think we go through waves of not being happy. And I think as people, we don't make things work. Hence why marriage is down the drain and people's relationships are not lasting. So I do think if you find something new, fresh, and exciting that you can both share and put into, such as a kid, right? That should be fun and exciting. It should be. Then I think making it work for the kid in that case is reasonable.
I was in it. Oh, it's my bad. Somebody else was.
I understand both sides. I think I'm going to say I don't think that it's necessary. I think you can co-parent effectively and still have a healthy relationship where the kid doesn't feel any absence from either parents. I don't feel like you should be in a situation of putting a kid in a toxic household. Not only you not being happy, kids feed off of energy, and if you're not your whole self, I know it's being a mother. A lot of times when you're not your best self, it does affect your relationship or the interactions you have with your child. So that relationship does affect ultimately how your child is and how y'all interact and the energy that the child is feeling. Yeah, so I feel like kids feel that shit. If y'all got a toxic household, that ultimately affects the kids in a negative way, where that causes trauma also. So if it's not a healthy situation, I feel like why even put your child in a situation where y'all both can be happy separately and then take care of the kid together.
We make so many sacrifices in life for so many other things. I can guarantee you, everybody on this podcast go to work every day, but guess what? We don't feel like it. But when you go there, for the most part, you control yourself, you contain yourself because there's an investment there, right? So I feel like the same thing for kids. Like if you can do it in that instance, and that's so interchangeable, then why couldn't you do it for a child? When we
I
know
think
that
you still can invest. I think you still can invest without it being the relationship status. Y'all both
Right.
can invest in that child, and the child still can be happy with both parents not being together and separate.
you
Co-parent.
said, talking about feeling like one of them is not absent. I don't believe that, because you will feel like one is more absent. One is going to be generally more dominant than the other. So that still can cause you to feel that your other parent is absent or less active.
I
Okay,
can
so
see
I
less active,
A nigga could
but
be active. A nigga could be not active and be in the household. A nigga could be in the household, right, and then be cheating on a kid, a parent, right, and then that could have a worse impact than if he would have left. A nigga could be beating on their mom, right, and that could have had a worse impact on the kid than when he could have left. And then you spoke on, and I'm just being objective, right, and then you spoke on happiness not being a continuous thing, right, being a coming and going, right. That's gonna be true for a kid too. His happiness, her happiness gonna come and go in a two-parent household or a single-parent household. I think it can. I think certain things, you know what I mean? If you beating on a girl or you gonna just cheat and have that shit come back to the house, you're gonna be that toxic where it's like gonna have a big negative impact on the kid. It might be better for you to co-parent.
Cause I'm actually like I'm a single mom,
Mhm.
and honestly, like I did see the effect on my son. Like when he's with his, like we have joint custody, so when he's with his father on his weeks, he tends to miss me more and ready to come home. And when he's over here, so but he knows it's never going to work like that. Like I won't be with his father, but we try to co-parent as much. And now, things have got better. Like he understands more. He getting older. So he's kind of okay. Father got a girlfriend. I think we just I, I think we focus. I mean, it's all about the kids. Don't get me wrong, but I think we just focus so much on not our happiness that affects the relationship at home. Like shit can be fucked up at home because you're trying to try so hard that it's not going to work at all. Like it's the harder you try, knowing something is not worth it. The kids can be happy. Co-parent, you could be my best friend. Like we can be best friends, but I don't want to be with you in a house.
Rizzy, if you was to have a kid with somebody and you was in the bag of like make it work for the kid, right? How many years of the kid's life is you willing to do that for? Is that like a certain age? Like, okay, when they hit 10, I could reevaluate and they're old enough to handle a splitting. Is it like an age thing with that? Or is it just like
I've,
the
I've
kids?
set I've set myself up in life. I'll be actually coming up on that soon, where I reevaluate everything every 5 years in my life, everything. So that would just be another thing, right? Like just to make sure I'm on the right course and path. So I feel like at that point, depending on like to Self-Made's point, if the child is starting to, be more independent and things of that sort, maybe I will consider. But I don't think it's unreasonable or makes you a terrible person for considering making it work still for like that child for the sake of them. That's the sacrifice.
I think white people do that more than black people. I ain't gonna lie. White men. I think white
I
men do
agree.
that
But it just
way
It be the
creates
more.
so much of
money.
a better financial situation too. It just
Yeah,
does.
it is,
So
but
ideally, would that not be less stressful on you too? Like I just
Maybe people gotta be in a better financial situation when they have kids.
yeah,
That's
definitely,
true.
because I'm
But
definitely.
like, you
regardless
might
of
be
your
okay
financial
financially, but
situation,
We can't be together just because I found it. Like,
I'm about to say, because
just-
even though you're okay
Nothing wrong with
financially, emotionally, and mentally, she might not be the best. So on top of the life shit you deal with, you got your work stress, then you coming home and it's not peaceful. You just making it. You know you're not happy.
You
You're just making it work because it becomes draining, and it becomes a situation where, like, at some point my house got to be peaceful too. So it's like that will fuck with you emotionally and mentally.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm still gonna hold true to my point. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing wrong with feeling like that. It's nothing. It's
Mm-hmm.
honestly nothing wrong with wanting that concept because I was in a
Mm-hmm.
2-parent household and that shit felt amazing. But as us as children, we can say that right now, like make it work, make it work. But when you actually in that situation and it's about trying to make it work for the kids and it just don't work, it's not going to work, even if you try. Like it's definitely nothing wrong because I want that. I want a 2-parent household. Like I want my child, like even now, like when even though it's not going to be the same, like, but I want a 2-parent household. I want my son to see me with somebody long time. Like
Yep.
I do want that, but it ain't got to be with his particular dad.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, Jay, you got anything particular you want to say on this topic before we move on?
Not much. I do believe that you should probably just split. Um, if you're not happy, then the relationship needs to end because it's just gonna get even more toxic than what it should be. And I feel like overall that's just gonna play into how you both handle your responsibilities with the kid as well, if you do have a kid. And 'cause, you see videos all the time on the internet. Parents trying to get their kid to take care of their kid. Even so much as simply getting a haircut can be difficult sometimes if the parents aren't into each other or not.
It's
So I do feel
definitely
like you should
difficult.
break. Yeah, I definitely feel like you should just go ahead and just break up because being in a relationship that you're not happy in. I mean, well, I've seen it kids, but kids gonna know something's up. So
They
that's where
pretty
I'm at with
smart
that.
nowadays. They're hella smart. They catch
Yes,
on.
very. They very smart. Kids are
My
very
son shocks me all the time.
They are so smart.
No, for real. It's a good thing though. I'm glad. But sometimes it's not a good thing. But it is though.
All right, man, King School, you came back in time right for the wild shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the pause shit. You feel me? I'm a grown ass man, and I'm gonna ask her the fuck I want to ask. Right? So, for the ladies on the show, right? Think about your boyfriend, your current situation, your husband, right? Think about that man. For the men on the show, think about yourself. Think about yourself, right? My question: I want to know what's more important, height or dick, right? So my question is, if you could take 2 inches off your height and add it to your dick, would you, or would you take 2 inches off your dick and add it to your height? What is more important?
That dick. I
I agree.
I vote for what she said.
I agree.
a little bit smaller so you can toss my ass
I
around.
agree. Yeah, about to say I
That
agree.
dick. That dick.
Height is
Mhm.
not important to the ladies over there. Men, is height important to y'all?
Uh, I mean, it is, but not. It's not that much important to me. Shit, I'm like 5'10", so I'm good. But take 2 inches
You good? You
away.
5'10", so you saying you go to 5'8".
5'8".
You go to 5, you good at 5'8".
I mean, I don't know, but listen, like if I add 2 inches to my dick, like I mean, that could cause a little bit more problems than me being a little extra taller, because
You too deep in thought about it, man.
you give them some. I'm saying you get some good, you get some good dick, right? And then it's just I don't know.
More problems to
Nah,
be
nah,
to.
yeah. I'm gonna take away from my height.
Okay,
You want
Scuba
the
man, what's
I'm
more
taking
problems.
away from my
important, man?
height, so I get.
You want those problems.
Yeah, he want,
Nah, nah,
Problems.
nah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not
I
even gonna
don't
fake it. Like my
necessarily
life's a little
think
boring right now. I want them problems.
As you should.
really feel like anyone is more important than the other. I mean, if I'm gonna be real, I could do that either way. I could take 2 inches off my dick, add it to the height, or vice versa, and I'd be good either way. So it don't really matter to me. Cause even if I add to the height, it's like I'm still cool down there. So it's like it ain't really a problem. And then if I take from the height, I'm still kind of tall, and then that's just gonna be more for me down there. You feel me? So
Scuba said he'd dive and he don't need them 2 inches, chill.
I think y'all capping about short niggas, man. I don't think y'all want all these short niggas walking around.
I wouldn't care. I'm short, so
You already short.
I'm gonna just be
like, you said think about y'all situation. The person you did, I'm thinking about the situation I'm in. I'm gonna add 2 more inches to that dick. It's like, so I ain't worried about the other niggas. You said particular person. I'm talking about that.
2 more inches on my height, man. I might have been an athlete, man. I might be in the NBA somewhere or something.
Okay, he could be 5'9". He be all right. He still can ball, long as he still know how to play. We good. They got some short ass niggas in the NBA.
I feel like at one point women ain't want short niggas, but I see that's changed. Women do not care about height.
I'm already short. I mean, I do care about height though, because I don't need no nigga that's at my eye level. I need to look up. Like,
Rizzy, I believe we on you with the question.
There we are.
I believe if I bring up the question, I'll put it up there so you can see it.
Oh yeah, that's me. Okay. So is Young Miami, y'all seen how she been responding to like her and the situation with Diddy and even some of the music that's produced just of this wave of women. So do y'all feel like Young Miami, from City Girls, is a new wave of how women date at this point? Like relationship is not required, but you gonna have to trick off on me basically and do what you do then. And it's cool.
I think that is the new wave.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's my type of wave. I mean, I'm lying.
New wave. I feel like she just popularized it or made it more. Or made it more like that's the type time we on type shit. But I feel like it's always been there though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I feel like that was just more. They just more out there with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a
like
celebrity,
so people
it's like now they'll let you know that that's what type time they on, as opposed to before they just let you do it like off the natural, like you just doing the type shit. But now they like, this how I'm coming, nigga. This what I want, and that's what it is basically. So yeah.
Is this good for y'all as men, Jay, Scuba? Y'all like this new wave? Like y'all feel like it's more convenient for y'all, or?
I'm always want you to be upfront about your about what you're trying to get out of me or what you're trying to do with me or like where this going. I'm always want you to be upfront. So I appreciate it, I guess. Be upfront with me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with him. I feel like at this point, bro,
let me know what I'm dealing with.
We should be able to be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might not. It's not gonna work on me, but I appreciate you being upfront. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like the city girl persona is gonna work with me, but I do feel like there's a lot of things I guess that I'm gonna do anyway. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna really spend money with me anyway, but you just having that persona is just not like what I'm particularly gonna go for. You know what I mean? Let this naturally build and you're gonna see what I'm about. Like that.
I got one more question about this, girl. Like, ladies in here, like, do you feel like women are forced into this position because men are not taking the dating process serious, or do you feel like this is just women kind of showing their like independence?
I kind of feel like it's both in a way. To be honest, I feel like the harder persona that women carry now is due to like how niggas act. It's like, nigga, I'm a match energy. But also I do think it's like also like, nigga, if you going to waste my time, let it be beneficial too. Like, so I think it's kind of both. Because I do like what he was saying, like it's been here, it had been existing. I think it's just more so of how we're expressive on it now. But I think it's nowadays. I think it's both. It's just more so like you need to be beneficial towards me, especially when I'm providing shit for self. Like you gotta come correct, and it's like nigga, you're not about to waste my time neither. Like I think it's both. It's like a mixture of both. I think it depends on the girl you talk to. For real, for real.
Yeah, I'm piggyback off that. It's definitely both because I'm going off your energy. Like if you don't want a relationship and you just trying to fuck, all right, cool. I could be like that too. So
So
I'm
it
not.
seems like we're siding with that we're forced into it because if there were other alternative or options, then maybe we would not select that as the number one option, right? Most
I
women
don't
would.
Right.
agree, bro. I don't
And
agree.
let
I think it
we
depends on the
I don't
female
think
you
y'all
talk
forced
to.
into it, but
or
I'm
let
not
I
we
say I
agreeing.
set
think it
that
depends on the person you talk to.
I'm not agreeing with
or
that.
we
It's not
set
just
that
forced
boundary
into
or that standard ourselves. We have
I'm
to,
about to say I think it depends on the girl for real, because you can meet a girl who not in that situation but just want to be in that situation. I think it just depends on like
it.
or you can
who
meet
you talking
me
to.
and that's what you want, but I'm not on that. So it's like
It depends
it's
on the girl.
yeah, it's just depending on the situation and maybe the person. Shit.
Man, do y'all think men? Do y'all think men try to skip dating?
Depending on the man, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say all men.
What does this mean? Skip dating and get right into a
The kind of
relationship, or just like skip it altogether? Like we not even dating at all. Period. Cancel.
We just fucking.
Are you talking about
I'm
like
about to
taking
say
them out to get
I
food and
thought
whatnot?
about
Like,
like not pursuing, but trying to fucking trying to. That's what instantly where my mind went. Like
Yeah.
you skipping the courting, the pursuing of the woman.
And you
I
just
think
fucking jumping straight to
you
fucking.
trying to jump into all that extra shit with no title.
Yeah. Or a date out to
yeah,
eat.
definitely.
He said, "Yeah, definitely."
Not even a drink, nigga. I just want some pussy. I bring the bottle to you. That's what he's saying. Oh, you want a drink? I got a bottle. I get a bottle. You want some weed? I got some weed. I got some weed. I'm coming over there. He's skipping all anything
Or-
about going
Cause,
out to eat. He
cause
got it
listen,
okay.
all. Shit, you
if you
want
think
room
about
rest?
it
I'm
this
gonna
way,
bring
if you
it to
think
the
about it
house.
this way, because you think about it, like how many times do men go on dates with women where the women really have absolutely no interest in the man at all? They're just there for some free food.
Repeat it one more time. I
Oh,
ain't
you
hear it.
just raise your hand like you.
Say it one more time.
Oh, I was saying, think about how many times men take women out, and the women aren't even remotely interested in them at all. They're just there for some free food.
Oh yeah, I heard that before. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Well,
So you saying that's why men skip dating?
Yeah.
Is that like you trying to defend men skip dating because of that? Like what was the you were just saying that to say that, or you was
I'm not.
making a
I mean, I'm saying for me, like that's one of the reasons why I do skip it. Like some girls, like I would want to be like, I ain't taking that out.
say that again? You said for you that's why you skip
That's how
dating?
that is for me.
Okay. Yo, what girl wait?
I said, for me, that's one of the reasons why. So what?
Your junk cutting out, but I get what you're saying. You saying for you that's one reason why you skip dating because
Him?
how about let a girl waste her time? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be more creative in figuring out the girls that want to waste your time and that don't. But you shouldn't just bestow this on every girl that you encounter neither. Like dating is necessary. It is. And if you can't
it's
afford to take a
definitely.
girl out on a date, you don't need to be
I
dating.
think men also like I think men choose who they dating, like who they gonna take out and who we gonna just try to like skip that with. I think we also like
How?
When I meet a person,
how
we at least
Yeah.
gotta go
That was the
out
point
at
I was
least
trying to make.
we do
True.
off the vibe. We do it off the vibe. We do it off what we might have heard. We do it off of you know what I'm saying? Like if I hear a girl is going, of course when I walk up to this girl, I'm not trying to like I'm skipping the dating part, obviously. But if a girl really appeal to me, like I might, you know what I mean? You think she a one type of way, you might try to take her out. Like I think men do that. Depends on, you know what I mean, how they perceive the girl, what they think about the girl. If they think they can do it or not. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think men look
Because I feel like we do it also with like if we just want to smash or if we like nah she a keeper type of thing. I feel like it's kind of along those same lines. Like we definitely Y'all might not feel like we do, but it's definitely a point in time where we be like, how do I want to go about this one? Like, we
Yeah, fact. Rizzy.
Yeah. Why do women want monogamous relationships but dictate who you can sleep with? Is that right?
Wait, I'm confused.
That's what I say. Is that right? You supposed to check me. I don't know if that's the right. So say how we supposed to say it then if that's wrong because I don't think that read right.
Why do women want to be? I think it's the wording, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do women want monogamous relationships but want to tell you? Oh, that's what it is. Okay, why do women want monogamous relationships but want to be able to tell you no to sex? They want to dictate when, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why do women feel like they could want a relationship to be monogamous and still be declining sex when you want it?
Okay.
Any men want to chime in on that before the women go? All right. I don't know why women want to do that. I feel like we date wrong today, right? I feel like back in the day, dating meant like I'm courting multiple people. That's just what dating was, right? Like I'm courting multiple women until I become exclusive with somebody, right? Under that context, we dating, you shouldn't be saying what I'm doing on these other dates, right? I don't know why women think they could want to date me and tell me while we dating, don't do nothing with your dick. I don't know why. I don't know why you would want to be in a relationship with me and our sex drive don't match, and you wouldn't want to bring in a helping hand with that sex drive. I don't know why. Anybody else
Basically,
want
y'all
to
be trying to keep sex from men and then get upset when men start beating their dick. Y'all want to give up no pussy. That should be crazy to me.
I don't care. Say that joint up. Come
Go
on,
ahead.
say it
At
up.
this point, beat the skin off that motherfucker.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Cause let's go on.
My girl not giving her no pussy. She can't tell me I can't beat my dick. God dang.
Yeah, go ahead. Say it up.
God
Say it
dang.
up.
I don't want to hear it. I can't beat it, and I don't want to hear I'm waking you up. I want you to sleep through it too. That's what you're talking about. But I'm not going to the couch. I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm not beating my dick in the shower. If you ever had sex in the shower, come in the shower, feel crazy. I'm not doing that. You better sleep through it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I bump your arm a couple times. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right. Who we got next? Moving right along. Oh, my nigga Trump, right? First president to have to go to court for some shit, go to trial for some shit. He ain't do nothing violent. He wasn't with being handcuffed. He wasn't with being with the mug shot. He wasn't with sitting in the back of a police car to go nowhere, right? What I want to know, non-violent crimes. Should we be handcuffed? Should we be treated like that for non-violent crimes? You know what I mean? Should we be treated more in a innocent until proven guilty? Should we be handcuffed and have mug shots for non-violent crimes?
Yeah, it
Why?
should be simply because of the fact that it won't be easy as fuck just to run away. Shit, you're restrained in any way, you can easily like just take off because most police officers have they either chase
Do a
run
lot of
or
do a
they
lot
don't
of
even want to chase you
non-violent
half the time.
do a lot of non-violent offenders run away?
No.
I don't know. Depends on what their mindset is in that
Yeah,
moment.
Or the
they try to
situation.
steal.
No.
They gone.
It depends on.
But I think Trump should have
Yeah,
been handcuffed.
What?
Look, for honestly, me personally, like we get handcuffed for nothing. Why the fuck he couldn't get handcuffed? Fuck that shit.
I think we should
no.
stop getting handcuffed for nothing.
I mean, it depends if you are the aggressor. Of course, they need to handcuff you for their safety too, as well. So, I mean, it depends if you're an aggressor of a non-violent crime. But if you are being chilled and you ain't do nothing, I ain't going to put you in no handcuffs. As long as you ain't going to threaten me. No, I don't think that we should be in handcuffs.
If a girl's still out of a store, right? Say she stole out of Macy's and shit, right? And they come to get her, right? she may not be violent. She may not even put her hands to hit this grown man, right? She may be pussy. She just wanted to be a thief, right? Like a nigga steal some motherfucking steaks out the super Walmart. You may not need no handcuffs. He may just be like, I got caught, right? And I'm not trying to fight you. I'm not trying to put my hands on the nigga with the gun, right? But they just assume every crime, handcuff this nigga, right? Make him uncomfortable. Should we all go through that for nonviolent crime?
No.
I'm just
I
asking.
think
I
the
don't know.
only view I could see of it the other way of why maybe you could is because I think it is a lesson in itself, right? Like this is this is a result of you doing something negative like that. So I could see it being that way. Like this is hopefully to deter you from doing this again. This should not feel good to you.
This part of the punishment. The handcuff part is part of the punishment.
Right. The look of it, the feel of it, the coldness of
Yeah,
cuffs around you, the
yeah.
tightness of it. Like that shit
It's
hopefully deter
humiliating
you.
and stuff too.
Yeah.
Baby, that shit don't feel good.
Okay. All right, moving right along. Izzy Way. Izzy fucking Ray.
Why do we tend to get along better with our mom's side of the family? I don't know about y'all, but I feel like everybody I know just get along better with the mom side. Just is what it is. Why is that? Or do y'all
I think
disagree?
it's because you always around your mom's side, like especially if you come from like a single mother household too. Like
Yeah.
naturally, you just around that side more. So it's like you like I know for me, like I'm close to my dad and my mom, but of course since I was with my mom primarily, I was raised with my cousins like brothers and sisters. I was always with my grandma, always. So naturally, we was just closer because the bond that was created, like we was around each other more. So I think that's why I was closer to like my mom's side versus like my dad's side.
See, I'm closer to my father's side. My father's side more litter and crazier like me. So I go over there. I know we're gonna have some cookouts, some bottles, some weed. Like my mom's side, they're a little bougie sometimes, but they ghetto. But we argue a lot, so it's the dads.
Yeah, I feel like that situation is true for most people because dads don't be raising their kids. So how could you have that kind of shit with your dad's side of the family? So for most people, I feel like it is true. You got a better relationship with your mom. Most people, most kids, they love their mama, then their grandmama, then their daddy. You know what I mean? Your mama side of the family. But I feel like that's mostly true for people that wasn't raised by like both their parents. You close to your mother's side. I know more of my mother's side of the family, but my dad's side of the family is definitely the lit side. They definitely the more cool side. The people I get along with more. I just don't know as many of them.
See, I don't know my father's side
Yeah,
like that.
I get along.
He wasn't around, so
I'm about to say I'm close to my dad and my grandparents, but I don't like his other side of the family. I don't like his cousins and all them people. I don't like them. I know them, but I don't like them.
No, my father's side lit.
I don't like them.
See, I met them when I got like a little, probably like when I was like 18. I met my father's side.
All right. Two more questions. We got two more questions. All right. So there's been a lot going on with music. There's been a lot going on with scamming. There's just a lot of things going on. Jobs are in danger. There's a lot of ways to look at this. So I want to ask y'all, what is y'all thoughts, some concerns, fears, maybe not even something that you might be looking forward to? All this AI talk, right? All the things AI has been doing. What's y'all thoughts on AI?
I don't know much
Let the
about it,
judge
but I
come.
did like hear on the radio.
I feel like we need to kill all that shit while we still got some kind of control.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Yeah, man.
I just feel like
I know you see the Terminator movies.
the way they making this stuff, like you just said, like that shit might happen, bro. Like like if you just think about it, you make a computer that could think for itself. Eventually, it's gonna outthink you, bro. What you gonna do when that happens?
Right. Like that's crazy.
Like the way with especially when it comes to like the voice shit that AI be doing, that shit is too crazy, bro. Like that shit is too crazy. Like once the AI get to like looking like people shit, yeah, it's over. It's a wrap. Once
It's
they
gonna be
can
like
get
Megan.
that picture shit down, yeah, it's a wrap after that, bro.
That mega movie was alright.
they're gonna start buying robots to be maids and shit. White people. Right.
It's gonna be like the movie Megan.
Uh-huh.
Even
Everywhere we look, somebody gonna have
even
one of them damn things, walking with them, carrying bags and getting groceries. Like,
even if it doesn't outsmart us, which is what I think a lot of people assume is going to like I think it's going to dumb us down to the point that we become reliant on something, and causes us just to desensitize overall, which we're already kind of doing anyway. So I just think it's scary as hell to me, like the whole scamming phone calls, the fact that somebody can literally take my voice and say that I said something that I never fucking said, and it's no.
Hmm.
I think it's ruining music in a way, like taking the whole creativity aspect out of music. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the way Rihanna sing, but that Tim song didn't need to be touched. Like,
Yeah.
it's too
Hmm.
much. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
I just feel like it's just gonna ruin creativity. I don't know if y'all know, but it's even like an AI app. And sometimes, I mean, I will look at stuff on there, but it's like for a professional world where you put in something and it outputs something, right? So you can tell it to tell me how to improve my speaking skills, and it just like spews all this stuff out to you that's similar to Google, but just a little more specific. And it's just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of scary for me. I don't love it. So
They just had a bunch of kids get in trouble for plagiarizing a report. They all use Chat GBT.
crazy.
I think my biggest concern is jobs. I think everything that y'all said is good concern. I think it's more along down the future. I think immediately jobs though, being replaced is a scary thing. Being replaced by a robot. You can't fix the robot. You ain't really got no purpose in the workforce at some point. Last question. You know, it's the goddamn radio. We do a lot of ignorant shit over here. So this question is pure ignorance, you know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't be the goddamn radio if it wasn't a little ignorant. White people adopting black kids, is that racist? In y'all opinion? Like, should white people adopt black kids? Is that some racist shit? Like, like the white people be bad.
I feel like they do it for their own personal reasons. I don't really feel like the shit be like genuine. Like, why the fuck you won't adopt your own race? The fuck? Like, why? Why? It's a
Yeah,
lot
like
of white kids.
I understand.
Go ahead, my bad.
I
Go ahead,
think it
Jay.
I
depends.
was gonna wait for you.
Somebody go.
I was about to say I think it just
Okay, well,
depends on the circumstance.
Jay,
And,
now is
go
your
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
time.
ahead.
Hey, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. What you like?
All right. So look, I think I should do it simply because they can't really relate to life here in America as a black person at all. The struggles that we go through, how to do your hair, stuff like that, they can't relate to. So I don't think a white person really should be able to adopt a black person or a black kid at all. I mean, give them a home is nice, but you know, the certain shit they're not prepared to handle when it comes to having the black experience and stuff like that.
I was to say I think they can't relate, but I don't know if I would per se say like every white person intent is racist or ungenuine. Because I would say, for me, like working with kids, like I've seen it done, and it was this white lady who like basically helped this black kid who didn't have no result and put him in a better circumstance, and it helped him in the long run. So I think it just depends on like the intent and the situation. But I don't think it's just automatically like, oh, I'm like, oh, they're racist. Like that's not probably the first
Not
instinct.
everyone. Not
Yeah,
everyone.
not as a whole. That wouldn't be my thought
But
process.
I do believe they have their own personal reasons that we probably would never ever know that why they adopt black kids.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
definitely think it's a reason.
it's not equivalent to like my best friend is black. Like I
Yeah.
can't be racist. I got this black.
Yeah.
I got this black baby. I can't be racist. No. All right. I just
Yeah,
had to
it
ask.
is. It is.
I had to
It's
ask.
it's equivalent
It's
to
a
that.
mess.
they do it for like self reverse psychology.
Or think
sisters
they
was
doing something or learning
enslaved
how.
y'all. So now I'm gonna take care of y'all type shit.
Oh
You
no,
feel me?
that's wild.
And
That's not
they
everybody intent.
and they try and break their cycle.
No.
Probably. That
In their
could
mind.
be that
Some
too.
people feel that way, Scuba.
No, I do, but I'm like the ones that actually do like help black, because it is some black kids that don't be black people don't be adopting,
They
and they
can
put them
make,
in situations, in better situations and environments. I'm like,
but
not all.
they put them in better situations, better environments. But at some point, like I said, behind closed doors, what we would never ever know, when they lie down on the bed and talk about which black child to pick, they either getting a tax write off or something. They're getting something beneficial to them.
Right up.
I mean,
That's wild.
it's something they got some black
Oh
shit going
no.
on. You know,
That's wild.
I believe white people got some type of like a secret, like a secret room or like a secret place that you gotta have like a certain black card or a certain type of racism in them. And they go around and they sit in a room where they can't go, they can't talk to their colleagues, you know, they just a group of people who've been background checked of niggers, haters, and all that shit. And they sit in a room and they talk about all black people and say all types of niggers, all types of shit, how they want to hang us. Like, I'm telling you, they got some type of area or vacation room or some shit.
My problem is that I never see them look well taken care of. Like I think it's Madonna, who has adopted a lot of black kids, and no shade, and living in West Virginia, even instances where that happened, where because it's a lot of like racial like or biracial couples, you know, so whatever. But in those instances, I never see the child look down to their skin. It's just a certain routine that we gotta have. Like you cannot wash their hair every day like yours. It's gonna get matted and stripped of its natural nutrients. So to me, I feel like jumping into something that you're not really ready to, that you don't really understand, taking on that responsibility is not really the best. But flip side, I respect it in a sense because there are a lot of black kids in poverty, and if it's with that intent, then
they just want to. I feel like they just want to say, I'm a mom of a black child. Like they just want to say that so bad. Like,
to be in the stands at the HBCUs cheering on this black child, you know what I mean? Like, they just want that.
They just want to. They want to be a part of our life. I guess some of them.
All right, well that's it, man. Hold on, let me.
I just wanted for the diaspora. I'm an ally.
All right. Good show. Under an hour. Let me put this intro on and we could go backstage real quick.
Yo,
What it do? This is not TV.
It's never TV, nigga. Fuck a TV. It's all streaming now.
It's all streaming now.
You know it is.
we all
Y'all know it is. Like think of like let's
They got around in the trenches, just like a real nigga supposed to. Stirring on the trap trace song that'll keep your bitch in a close view. Never with the juice and the gang bad bitches that probably tryna fuck with the whole two. Years in the trap and the niggas still trapping and the gang still fucking roll too. Old try to get a chirping licking on the dick, stupid bitch, that what you supposed to. Bad page down on your ass, little bitch, come here a little bit, let me coach you. Stirring on the young OG, on the young